Alright, game 2. I'm going to play second. Alright, this is okay. It sucks that I have Terastodon in my hand, but I should be able to get past that. Then again, I could just discard it. That's what I'll probably end up doing. Yeah, that seems good. Alright, fair enough. Discard the Terastodon. And then I should be able to get a turn 3 Terastodon if I Soul Ring Zombify. Of course, it all depends on whether or not he's got a counter in his hand. If that's the case, I acknowledge that I'm in trouble. Alright, well, let's go ahead and try the Zombify. And see what we get. Alright, Complicate. That stinks. But next turn I can play Liliana Vess. Try to fetch up some kind of reanimate ability. Still make a comeback. Alright, so at least I'm not going to get a counter here. But I will make him sack his Baneslayer. And I'll put a morphed Bane of the Living. Haha, a Baneslayer and a Bane of the Living. Look at that. I love poetic parallels. And Chainer's Edict and Chainer Dimension Master. Maybe it's a sign. And he's discarding 2 cards, 2 land cards. That's fair enough. Alright, let's attack. And why don't we go ahead and cast a Chainer. And see whether he's got a counterspell. He does. Let's just hope that our Vest next turn has more success landing. Eternal Dragon. You know what? It's Vest or Flesh Bag. And I kind of like the Flesh Bag. And get in for 2 again. I mean, that was a pretty good opportunity to play Liliana Vess, but I feel like I'm in a good spot. He's only got 2 cards in hand, and not looking too good for him. Alright, let's go ahead and attack for 2. And let's try playing Yves. and see where we get. Alright, I guess not surprisingly, he had a counter. Okay. Let's see where we end up here with this draw. Any kind of reanimate spell would be appreciated, but it's not to be. And a Psionic Blast. Let's go ahead and play Masticore. If he does play his dragon, I can kill it, I think. 1 damage, 2 damage, 3, 4. Not quite. But I can get 4 damage in. So it's 2 creature. Alright. If you want to sack a card each turn, I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and cast Buried Alive. Put some more stuff in the graveyard. Let's get Worm Coil. And I guess Necrotal and the Grave Robber is fine. I don't want to remove all my good cards, because if I don't actually draw a reanimate spell, then I'm just in trouble. So he's probably going to discard his dragon here. Or not. He'll discard an island. So it would be a shame if I went all this way and got beat out by a control deck, but because that's part of the way it goes. All those counter spells. A well-placed reanimate spell here would do me quite well, though. All I need is 1. Come on. Alright, deck. You really gonna be that way? Let's activate Chainer's Edict then. Alright. So let's see where this goes. Really do need a reanimate spell, and I cannot believe I haven't drawn. I've only drawn, what, 1 of them? And considering I have, considering the amount, the sheer amount I have in my deck, should have already drawn 1 by now. So he gets to dig in with Muldrifter. Come on, give me a reanimate. I need a reanimate. I can come back, I think, if I had a reanimate spell. Let's just keep reiterating that. Let me reanimate. Alright, come on, deck. Heart of the cards. Let's at least bring this thing to game 3. Sweet. Alright. So my choices here are, I think I'm going to bring back Chainer. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's bring back the Chainer. If I do that, that's fine. Get the Chainer. Bring back the Necrotol. Could also bring back a Baneslayer. But need to kill... Need the Necrotol first, I think, to kill this Eternal Dragon. And then we're onto something. He needs to have removal for the Chainer this turn. Otherwise, next turn it's Wormcoil. Alright, so we had it. So I do need another reanimate spell now. Even though I do have, I think, 2 turns. See, I take 3 here, be down to 5. No, I'm dead next turn. Unless I can pull something off. If he's got a counterspell on his hand, then I'm just dead. Okay. Not the best. He's gonna probably put a Baneslayer in. But it doesn't matter, because that's the end. Alright, so that's the game. Bad luck and lots of counterspells on his side really got this deck. Alright, well, there it goes. There's Grave Titan, there's Animate Dead.